Thank you very much, Dr. Tejaswini, for the enlightening session. Now we move on to the second part of the session, that is the food and nutrition part. We've already covered a lot of things in the previous session. This is going to be a little bit of an overview about what is going to be, a fact check. So the next slide. The new normal has really affected all of us. We have been seeing this since last many months. There is a lot of talking about on the internet as to what is good and what is not good, what is correct and what is not correct. With each change in the season, we have also seen that there is something like the new normal trend. There is something like Insta food trend. There is also now a lot of talking that is happening about what is the perfect food in every season. We are now going to focus on what is the perfect eating or the perfect food choice technique when it comes to winter care foods. It is very essential because with the change in the season, this is the first season as we enter the new years. And it is essential that you have a perfect choice of things so that your next whole year is planned well in advance. Next slide, please. So we start with the fact check. So the first fact check is we always talk that it is always good to have a lot of calorie dense foods in our daily diet, and that's a correct fact because as the the winter advances are we have already heard from Dr. Tejaswini, it is our body has a lot of strength and we can consume more amount of food and more amount of calories. But what is essential is rather than looking at the quantity per se, you should focus on the quality of foods. So denser foods like the dry fruits, denser foods like milk-based products, denser foods like adding a little bit of carbohydrates or root vegetables to your diet is definitely going to be essential. So the fact that having calorie dense foods in winters is definitely a correct, but choice of foods is the one that you have to focus definitely on because the RDA, that is the recommended dietary allowances, it remains the same for each person in each age group. So you have to really focus on how many calories you're going to consume, but the choice and the quality and the type of food can vary. Next slide, please. The next fact check is that can I eat more? So the answer is definitely, you can definitely eat more. But most relevant thing is that you need to have a proper pattern of your intake. So you cannot skip meals because the most important thing what people do is that I will eat 2 times in a day. I will eat most of the things in these 2 times. And at the rest of the times, I will just have buttermilk or I'll have just a cup of tea or maybe I will have fruit juices, but that's not correct. So you need to focus on 3 meals per day. That's your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. Try to take your dinner light and easy to digest and a little bit early so that you can eat all these quality dense things like the dry fruits and everything in your breakfast time. You can have a good amount of lunch and you can have a light but a healthy dinner. And in this way, you can keep a check on your calories, and the rest of the time, like the snack time and the tea time, you can have lighter foods. So in a way, you can definitely eat more in winters, but you have to spread out the food pattern in such a way that you give your body, time to consume, digest, and then take up the energy that is required. So try to focus on your meal plan in a way wherein your activity pattern as well as your intake is taken care. Next slide, please. Coming to the next fact, we know that consuming more root and green leafy vegetables is all right in winters. Seasonally and locally available foods in winters are basically all the root vegetables. We know that carrots, beetroots, ratado, or what we call as sweet potatoes, good type of and good quality of potatoes. Then broccoli is now available locally. Then we have cabbage, we have papdi and wal papdi, all those sorts of things. Plus, we also have a good amount of green leafy vegetables that is seasonally and locally available. So try and incorporate all these vegetables in your daily meals. The best time to consume these vegetables is root vegetables can be limited to your breakfast and your lunch time. Definitely, you can consume carrots even at dinner time, but try to steam them. If you're consuming green leafy vegetables, see to it that you do not consume that raw. So wash it, blanch it, or steam it in a really few seconds, and try to incorporate that in your lunch as well as in dinner. Try to have a variety and a colorful plate, because anyways that the season is a little bit colder, you try to like to eat warm things. So try to divide your breakfast, lunch, and dinner and your snack time in such a way that you have a colored variety throughout the day, and you feel a little bit more energetic and enlightened. So try and have all these things included. Do not hesitate to eat the locally and the seasonally available things, because they are extremely essential. Next slide, please. The next fact check is having more fruits and dry fruits in this season. Seasonally also, you are now getting oranges, you're getting sweet lime, you're getting pomegranate, you're also getting pineapples, you're also getting some other exotic fruits. So having a lot of fruits in the season definitely helps. Anyways, most of the times our water intake goes down. Fruits also give you a digestible sort of a sugar. Plus, they also give you humongous amount of water. So it is definitely good that rather than consuming a glass of canned fruit juice, or rather than consuming exotic store-bought foods, you can definitely grab a raw fruit and you can consume. Also, intake of dry fruits like soaked manukas or black currants, then good amount of almonds, good amount of walnuts, good amount of pistachios which are not salted, and good amount of apricots can be taken. You can even consume dry figs in this season. So all these things can be a part of your breakfast as well as your snack time. You can also try to incorporate one type of dry fruit or one type of a fruit at one time. So if you're eating fruits like pear and apples, you can consume them in the daytime. If you want to consume fruits like sweet lime and pomegranate, you can have that during the snack time. Try to eat these fruits and dry fruits, throughout the day, and try to keep a gap of at least half an hour if you're going to consume tea or caffeine-rich products. Okay, so definitely you can consume more fruits in this season at a whole. Next slide, please. Next fact check, which is almost all times talked about, is excess consumption of spicy foods. So there is a lot of thing that is spoken that to keep your bodies warm and to keep yourself energetic, you can definitely have lot of spicy foods. So there is a lot of saying going that you can have spicy curries, spicy gravies. You can give lot of tadka of green chilies or red chili powder, so that your body gets all the heat. But the fact is that these, excessive intake of masalas, or maybe excessive intake of green chilies or red chili powder or black pepper, can sometimes lead to acidity. So to curb that, you can definitely use the whole format of spices. So you can give actual vagар of all these whole spices like black peppercorn, then cloves, then we have dry star anise, we have cinnamon, which can be definitely used. You can give the vagар using pure ghee, so that the acidity, and the pungent, taste of all these dry spices can be taken over, and still you can get a aromatic dish. So you can just stir, your vegetables with these whole spices and still get that punch. And these spices are definitely going to give you warmth. So in this way, you can add spices to your meals. Try to add these spices, in your breakfast and in your lunch time, but try to keep, the spice level limited when it comes to your dinner time. But if you want to really enjoy quite a spicy dinner, you can try to have that by 7:30. Yeah. Next slide, please. The next fact, which is most often talked about, is should you have oily and fat dense foods in the winter season? The answer is definitely yes. You can definitely have, but try to have a good choice of what fats you're going to consume. You can definitely have a pure ghee and homemade butter, or what we call as makhan or loni, in your meals. You can toss your vegetables, you can apply that your chapatis or your breads or your bhakris. You can add a spoonful of ghee to your favorite porridge. You can all do all these things. This is definitely going to give you all the moisture and also all the oiliness to your body, so that you can combat the dryness. Plus, it is also going to give you a good amount of calories, but good in good limits. So you can definitely consume that. Having milk products like cow's milk is going to definitely help. You can grate a little bit of paneer to your sandwiches. Even that is added advantage. So you can definitely have the fat content in all these foods is in good amount of level, so it is safe for your bodies. And next, the people who love to eat non-veg, they can go for omega-3 rich fish items, because fish has a good amount of fat, which is definitely good. You can also, if you have good access to avocados, you can even add that to your meals, plus some plant-based seeds. So everybody knows pumpkin seeds. You all also know hariv seeds. So you can add these to your breakfast and your snack items. You can also have them just toasted or soaked, and you can enjoy them throughout the day. They are good in good amount of fats, which are natural fats, and they are naturally available to the body. Next slide, please. Water intake has a lot of talked about fat. You can definitely consume good amount of water during this season. The body definitely needs to stay hydrated. It is important that water consumption is always the same in all the seasons. Only thing is, when you drink and how much you drink is the fact. What type of format of water you drink also plays an important role. When the season changes, you need to change the way water is to be consumed. So as in summers, we try to have cooler versions of water. In winters, try to have plain or still water only. Do not indulge in having too much of carbonated drinks or beverages, though they are available at room temperature. Start keeping yourself a little bit away from packaged fruit juices, but you can definitely make a juice at home and consume without adding sugar. You can just add a little bit of rock salt if you want, and a little bit of spice powder, and you can consume. Try to have warm beverages like green tea and herbal tea. Try to make these teas at home. Do not use the tea bags which are local available in the stores. Try to make your own tea combinations like tulsi and lemongrass, which is easily available, mint based tea, or lime and ginger based tea, and try to consume that during the day. By evening, around 8 to 9 o'clock, you can drink how much ever water you want. Try to avoid drinking water after 9 in the night. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yeah, so here I'm trying to give you a plan for your, entire day. It is always good that the way you plan your day as to what activity you will be doing. Try to plan your meal plan well in advance, so that you have all the fresh and seasonal vegetables and fruits at home available to you. Plus, you can also have a variety of, options in your daily week. So you get more and more nutrients and availability of energy sources, and you can eat different foods on different days, and you get a variety in turn. So I have tried to give you an example as to how you can start your day at 6:30 a.m. or whatever time you get up. You can just have a sip of a warm tea with some roasted pumpkin seeds, which I already mentioned. They are good, antioxidant. They are good in antioxidants, and they are very helpful. The breakfast time, you can choose your breakfast time, and you can consume, some healthy options like oats porridge or a poached egg or a chicken roll, or you can couple that with a pomegranate juice or any fruit or any dry fruit. Lunch, you can have a variety of bhakris. You can have variety of Indian style rotis. You can also have your favorite palak paneer, or paneer or tofu dishes at the lunchtime. You can also have sprouted rajma usar or sprouted chola. You can have different types of root vegetable based raitas, or you can also have a nice fresh colorful soup at all these times. You can also have a variety of dal preparations at this time. So in a way you can have a colorful yet interesting lunch. You can also experiment with some herbal based teas at your tea time. So I have given an example of either tulsi and lemongrass or mint and lemongrass. And you can have a lighter snack like soya puffs or jwari puffs or rajgira puffs, or even a plain khakra. Dinner, as I said, should be light and easy to digest, and definitely early dinner is preferred. You can eat your favorite foods at the dinner time, but try to keep the time at 7:30. Over here, I have given an example of roasted pumpkin and soup and maybe a paneer roll or maybe a veg roll. Water should be definitely about 8 glasses of warm water. Number of meals can be 3 and more. Exercise schedule, both indoor and outdoor, has to be limited to about roughly 25 minutes to about 40 minutes. Sleep time, we definitely said that you should sleep for about 6 to 8 hours in the night. Daytime sleep should be avoided, and try to focus on some relaxation activities, because winter is a little bit of a month that definitely bores you at a time. So try to have a good book with you, try to have a chalked out family time, try to have some indoor game planned for yourself. And you can even talk to your friends and your family through a video call session. So try to keep yourself occupied. Last slide, please. So that's all from my side. So care well for winters, as we say. Try to have a good balance of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, dietary fiber, as well as antioxidants in your diet. Try to have always a freshly prepared meal. There is a trend that you can plan your meals and just package them and keep it in the freezer, and you can consume it on the go. Try to avoid such kind of things. Try to keep a diet plan ready rather than planning your meals in advance. Decrease the caffeine intake. Definitely go for herbal or green based teas, or maybe just plain warm water or infused water. Try to drink more of plain or still water. Keep yourself active, keep moving throughout the day. Don't keep sitting in front of the television or maybe your screen and whiling your time away. And try to sleep and rest well at night. So here's my take on winter care and winter care foods. I am sure that you must have got a lot of information from the same, and thank you very much. Now I request Chef Rishikesh to take over for his session. Thank you.